have like a code word.
Perfect.
Rattle some cages.
Bye, Tia.
Everything is coming together.
But do they wake the lion?
What is that?
Don't miss
Tough situation for Cohen.
the ultimate surfer.
I know it looks like I'm trying to stop this plane, but I'm not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Don't let that get away. This Rogue has more standard safety features than any car in its class, so you can handle almost anything.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
Better hurry before these deals take off.
The Caldor fire destroying homes as it inches closer and closer to South Lake Tahoe.
We are east of 89 in Christmas Valley. We have actually seen the tops of the trees just bursting into flames.
These are a lot of vacation homes in this area. This is headed right towards them.
It's burning over by Kirkwood, by Silver Lake, by Echo. It's burning parts of Desolation Wilderness.
This all as more than 50,000 people are now evacuated from this fire.
I'm worried my place might burn down.
And the threat is not over yet.
Dangerous fire weather for today. It gets even worse tomorrow as red flag warning conditions continue.
Late news tonight on ABC 10 starts right now.
And I'm Madison Wade, continuing our live team coverage of the Caldor fire racing towards South Lake Tahoe. This is new video tonight above Christmas Valley. Trees hundreds of years old bursting into flames. Wow. We've seen homes destroyed from Echo Summit down to the Tahoe Basin floor. And those in the yellow on the map need to prepare right now. Again, we have team coverage on this wildfire happening right now. We have meteorologist Monica Woods tracking the fire danger, Joshua Robinson in Myers, the next Tahoe town under threat, Devin Haskins in South Lake Tahoe, where thousands had to evacuate today. But we begin with ABC 10's Van 2 at the front line of this fire in Christmas Valley tonight area. Van.
Well, Madison, there is an active firefight to protect structures in Christmas Valley along the 89 corridor. We're actually outside at the 50 roundabout. One, to stay out of the way, but two, to show you just how massive this fire has reached into the Tahoe Basin. You can see here we are along 50, and those trees just in the distance crowning at this moment, inching towards Pioneer Trail and South Lake Tahoe. But keep in mind, we do want to remember all the folks who are watching this unfold in horror. Now, when this spot fire reached into the basin at Christmas Valley, it actually leapfrogged several neighborhoods on the west side of Highway 89. So I caught up with Kathy Vaughn, who's been following my Twitter updates, among others, and tonight she is holding her breath watching this.
Trees torching along Highway 89 in Christmas Valley, burning on both sides, sending hot embers up to a mile away.
I do see embers raining down on your property right now.
The Caldor fire skipping the Shikori neighborhood, instead burning orange just east of Kathy Vaughn's summer cabin in her family for 6 generations. Her grandfather built it in 1925.
On the walls are the markings of all the kids growing up, myself, my father. So there's some things that can't be replaced.
Breathing a sigh of relief, the cabin still stands, but knowing the area is not out of the woods, the anxiety keeping her up another night.
All we can do is have faith in the firefighters and wait until morning, and then we'll be hopefully not finding out how good our insurance is.
Now, Kathy, they're just laughing to keep from crying, watching all of this unfold. I have to give it up for her optimism here, trying to keep up hope as we are watching this crowning fire here, really just shooting up in the air right now, visible now here from Highway 50 in Myers, just showing you just how quickly the Caldor fire has really marched its way into the Tahoe Basin towards South Lake Tahoe this evening.
Van, a dire situation in the Christmas Valley area and Myers. Thank you for the live look tonight.
Speaking of which, I want you to take a look at this map. The area circled in red is Myers. This is a big area of concern for firefighters tonight. As the fire burns past Christmas Valley to the east, firefighters are trying to keep it away from Myers. Joshua Robinson has been in the Myers area tonight. And Joshua, what have you seen so far?
Yeah, right now, being here in Myers, that view is a very different one because you can just see a thick plume of smoke overhead, the darkness really making it tough to pick out those fires. Just the slightest hue of red. But just a few minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, maybe not even a full mile away, we got a very different view from a different look at that Christmas Valley fire. Take a look. You can see even in the dark that red and orange hue glowing bright as not only old trees, but new trees crowning with fire in a sound that almost sounded like an explosion. Now, as you look at these images on your screen right now, what you might not see is many firefighters. You might not see a lot of people actually tackling the fire itself, and it's because those hoses are not being used right now because they are being diverted to other spots. We spoke with a handful of firefighters that were stationed on Shikori Road, and they told us what our specific goal is right now in this area. One firefighter pointed south of us, just like the story we heard. Across the street, there's a handful of storage buildings and homes, hundreds of other structures that could be at risk if this fire turns this way. But for now, this area is one they are monitoring, not tackling directly as the fire continues its move closer towards South Tahoe. Now, as has been the situation all day, as we've been telling you all day, the plans could change any minute if the situation does change, and of course they will be ready if that time comes. Chris, Madison, back to you.
Oh, Joshua, thank you so much. And again, nearly 4,000 firefighters on this fire as we speak. Our hats really go off to them as they are working tirelessly to put this out. Thank you, Josh.
And this evening, ABC 10's John Bartell was at the Echo Summit Lodge just off Highway 50 as firefighters tried to tackle the flames and stop them from burning into the Tahoe Basin. Keep in mind, firefighters have been battling this fire for more than a week, and many of them are coming from the Dixie Fire. We have some brand new video. It's time-lapse video just coming into the newsroom as well tonight. It will show you the south side of the fire burning up above Silver Lake in just a moment. But first, I want to get us right over to Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods now, as these conditions are just horrific, Monica.
Right, and so what we're tracking is the hot spots that have been developing throughout the course of the day. Those are indicated in the red, and you can see they're kind of scattered about here, mostly on the southern end of the fire line and also on the east side. That's what we've been tracking, but obviously anything moving towards the Kirkwood area we'll be keeping a close eye on. Now, on the east side of this, you can see how close it's been getting over towards the Myers area. What's interesting is that some perimeter lines are starting to be drawn on the other side of 89 there. This is that roundabout here that Van was talking about just a moment ago, and this is the center section right here that we're really concerned about for tonight into early tomorrow. Once we get past tomorrow, some of the hot spots could be growing even more so towards the South Lake Tahoe area. This is what it looks like from our thermal camera. An amazing tool to use, especially when it's dark and we don't have real good visibility, not to mention all the smoke that we've been dealing with. So this is all coming in towards the Tahoe area, just to kind of give you a perspective of where that camera is shooting off to the fire as it moves closer to the South Lake Tahoe area. And that is a real concern heading into tomorrow. Lots of heat coming from this fire. Look at the pyrocumulus forming even early this evening as the heat generating that huge towering cloud. Winds are starting to shift right now. Not terribly surprising. They're downslope winds. That generally helps firefighters because they get a little bit of an upper hand as opposed to late afternoon conditions with the highest temperatures, strongest upslope winds, and lowest humidities as we head into the overnight hours. That situation slips with a bit of an inversion developing after reaching highs today close to 100. We are seeing some cooling conditions, but that inversion is in place. Higher temperatures up top, cooler temperatures down low. We'll continue to follow the red flag warning conditions not only around the Caldor fire, but towards the Dixie fire as well.
All right, Monica, thank you. Here are the latest numbers on the Caldor fire. It has grown to 186,000 acres. CAL FIRE says it's 15% contained. More than 33,000 homes threatened. More than 600 structures have been destroyed.
Today, South Lake Tahoe went under mandatory evacuations, and look at all the traffic along Highway 50 into the state of Nevada. It took hours for that road to clear. Devin Haskins is live in South Lake Tahoe tonight, and it is a virtual ghost town.
It is indeed. Yeah, you look around, there's not many people around. And then, talking with, just people that live around here, it's not normally like this. Normally there'd be some semblance of nightlife, but with the casinos down the street right here, we're just at the California-Nevada state line. The casinos are even shutting down some of their gaming operations because their staff had to have been, evacuated. And so it's really just empty. You look around, there's empty streets, there's empty sidewalks, bare sidewalks. The shops shut down earlier today before those evacuation orders were even in place. And with a population of over 21,000, journalists covering the fire and emergency personnel are largely the only people we've seen still here in town. There is a thick layer of smoke filling the air. You can smell it, you can feel it in your eyes. Small pieces of ash are raining down on the cars. This is supposed to be the busy season for the Lake Tahoe area, but tonight, South Lake Tahoe, like you said, is virtually a ghost town. Earlier today, the evacuation order sent thousands of cars out of here as they fled the area. Traffic backed up for miles. By mid-afternoon, the masses had considerably thinned out. The mayor has said before that the city has taken a financial hit from the Caldor fire. And there is no doubt that as this fire continues to burn and as the evacuation orders remain in place, the city and the businesses will continue to take a hit financially, as this city just remains empty from what would normally be a busy season as it gets flooded with people for the Labor Day weekend.
Indeed. It's so eerie, Devin, to see South Lake Tahoe like that tonight. We thank you for the live perspective. I want to give you another look at the evacuation map tonight. Again, 53,000 people have been forced to leave their homes. All areas in red now under mandatory evacuations.
And those in the yellow on this map need to prepare to leave now. You can find this map on abc10.com.
Evacuation shelters have opened across Northern California and even into Nevada.
Yeah, and tonight we're learning some may have evacuated to Cal Expo, where they've been staying for weeks. ABC 10's Giacomo Luca is at Cal Expo tonight.
Those evacuees have been staying at the RV park at Cal Expo for the past 2 weeks, anxiously waiting and watching the news as the Caldor fire continues to move.
We took a picture from our deck at night, and you can see the bright orange sky off in the background. And having never been through anything like that before, it was obviously immediately just very scary.
Hours later, Teresa Tobin, her 3 teens, husband and dog, packed up and left their Somerset home with the Caldor fire burning just miles away.
As of right now, our home is still standing.
Good news for them, but they continue to anxiously wait until the area is safe from fire and they can return home. Since then, they've joined several other families who took to the Cal Expo RV park to find refuge from the devastating Caldor fire.
Our daughter lives here in East Sac, and we stayed with them for a few days. They had this beautiful trailer that we could stay in.
U.S. Navy veteran Roy Turner evacuated from Camino with his wife and dog. They're feeling cautiously optimistic that the fire burned past their home and learned it's still standing. Meanwhile, they're planning to stay until...
we're not going back until we're allowed back. We're going to follow the instructions that were given by the authorities.
All the evacuees I spoke with today say they have homes to return to. They've been able to verify that by a map put up by CAL FIRE. Meanwhile, many of their neighbors have lost homes. They're sending their thoughts and prayers their way.
Next on Late News Tonight at 11.
You've heard me say this before. Every acre can and will burn someday in this state.
The CAL FIRE chief speaking today about the dire situation in California. Tonight we look at the new resources coming in.
Plus, new video inside Cap Sacramento, spared by the Caldor fire.
And we are getting a closer look at the damage at popular ski resort Sierra at Tahoe.
They offered me a job, I'm going to take it.
The summer guest hosts continue.
Hey, y'all. Remember me?
Sitting in for Kimmel.
This is the way it is, and you will like it.
See who's hosting tonight.
Me too, I'm ready, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
You doing okay with those new spicy tiny tacos, Jack?
Yeah, it's funny. Some of those people you see,
they can't handle it at all, right?
Oh, they can.
That's not you.
That's not me. No. Try my new spicy tiny tacos starting at $3.50.
He and you and dishonors himself. His lackeys throw everything but the kitchen sink at my character because they cannot touch my ideas. You've known me 30 years. It's not about political parties, it's about Newsom. He's an addicted gambler putting his last few bucks on the line, certain this time it's gotta work. Fellow Californians, all that money he wasted was yours. I'm Larry Elder.
Recall Newsom. Elect Elder.
Why was Jacoby & Myers voted the #1 injury law firm 3 years in a row? Because we have experienced attorneys, we deliver for our clients, and we win again and again. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
ABC 10 app. Stream live and on demand with Roku, Amazon Fire, and ABC10.com. The ABC 10 weather team is here to keep you informed and safe. ABC 10, we stand for you.
My new spicy tiny tacos. A spicy twist on my snackable tiny tacos. 15 for $3.50 or loaded for just $1 more. I don't know which is better, the spice or the price. Try my new spicy tiny tacos starting at $3.50. Only at Jack in the Box.
Breaking news on Late News Tonight. We have new video from Christmas Valley. Look at this. A Caldor fire now on both sides of the valley as the fire nears South Lake Tahoe. Of course, at ABC 10, we stand for you. And we've been providing live team coverage all evening as the fire burns into the Tahoe Basin.
And ABC 10's Van 2 has been at the forefront of all of it. We want to get back out to her now live in the Christmas Valley area tonight. Van.
Well, to be exact, we are just east of the 8950 roundabout, and that is where the active firefight structure protection is taking place tonight within the Christmas Valley. But we are here to show you a wider look at what the firefighters are dealing with, how expansive this is, and how far it has reached east into the Tahoe Basin. So we are on 50 looking at this this orange glow here, and every once in a while those trees are torching. I want to show you video of what it looked like in Christmas Valley earlier as well when we were driving through that area. Trees at least 60 feet tall, completely torched, casting embers. Very, very dangerous stuff. But that area I can tell you has been full of fire crews, dozers, and engines doing what they can to protect those structures there. And I can tell you at this hour, the west side of Highway 89, Christmas Valley, those homes along that area are still standing at this moment. Crews doing what they can to make sure they stay that way throughout the night.
That is great, Van, to hear. Of course, our firefighters working so hard right now. Van, thank you. Nearly 4,000 firefighters are battling the Caldor fire. Take a look at this. The Nevada National Guard sharing this video today, telling people Black Hawk helicopters were also on the way to the firefight.
And some good news tonight about the historic 100-year-old Camp Sacramento. Video from the Sacramento Fire Department shows the camp was saved. Firefighters worked for 4 days straight to make sure the fire did not come close to the buildings at such a beloved place.
And there was also an all-night fight last night at the ski resort Sierra at Tahoe. ABC 10's Luke Clary was up there today looking at the damage, but the lodge was saved partly because snowblowers were wetting buildings down. We're still waiting to hear about damage done to the slopes.
And I want to get to that video I mentioned earlier, the brand new time-lapse video I was talking about. It's just coming into the newsroom, showing the south side of this fire burning up above Silver Lake along Highway 88. This is in the Kirkwood area where everyone was told to leave yesterday.
And Monica, this firefight is still far from over.
Right, and so we were following the plumes of smoke coming out of these fires burning for today. Obviously the Caldor fire, also the Dixie fire blowing over towards Nevada. Now that kind of gives you an indication of where the winds were pushing the fire lines, and that was off to the south and north, I should say off to the north and east of the fire with those southwest winds coming in for today. Now everything's starting to shift tonight, but that's very typical of an overnight fire behavior. This is what the Dixie fire looked like from Jim Schwilling looking out in Blairsden off in the distance. Now we have had some new evacuation warnings coming in around the Dixie fire because of some growth, especially on the south side here with some of those hot spots you can see in the red. Moving towards Lake Davis and into the Portola area. We'll be following that along with the Caldor fire as red flag warning conditions continue. Here's a look at the smoke plume as it stands right now, moving off towards the Tahoe Basin. This was really hampering flight operations, trying to get the upper hand from above, putting that retardant down. Unfortunately, it had to be all ground crews practically for today as we headed into the late afternoon. Also for the Dixie fire, a big plume of smoke coming off there. So those are the two fires we're following closely. Tonight in the Gilmore backyard, we have those light south to southwest winds. Those will continue and will bring the valley some cooler weather. Now, unfortunately, it comes at the expense of elevating the fire danger with our red flag warning now continuing through Wednesday due to the gusty winds, low humidity, and the potential for rapid fire spread. Let's take a look at the winds first on the Caldor fire. Right now, they're fairly calm. We have those downslope winds, usually a good time for firefighters to get the upper hand on some of those containment lines. And it's going to be needed because look at how those winds ramp up by tomorrow afternoon. By noontime, south to southwest winds, again, pushing that fire closer to South Lake Tahoe up to the north and east. So those winds really driving things. That's not even to mention the gusts that could exceed 50 miles per hour on some of those ridge tops. Today, we were hearing from firefighters that some of those embers were flying as far as about 3/4 to almost a mile in distance. And this will be the same situation on the Dixie fire. The only thing here is that we actually start to see those winds calm a little bit earlier on the Dixie fire as opposed to the Caldor fire. We're going to continue to watch it through Wednesday. Highs will be in the 80s to right around 90 for the foothills and the Sierra, and the 5-day forecast pretty much telling the story here. Not a drop of rain helping us out with this one. We will, however, start to see those winds die down Thursday and for the rest of the work week into the weekend. Along the coast, we've got the cooler air coming in. It pushes right through the Delta. Highs will drop into the 80s for Fairfield and will be right around the lower to mid 90s through the northern San Joaquin Valley and the Sacramento region. But the true story here is because of these increasing winds that are dropping our temperatures, it's giving us the high fire danger. That continues Tuesday into Wednesday, even with the lower temperatures down low. We've got the gusty winds, and anytime you have that on top of fire, bad situation, which we continue to follow right here on ABC 10.
Now to your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.
A massive search and rescue operation now underway after Hurricane Ida slammed into Louisiana as a major Category 4 storm. More than 1 million customers are now without power, and the outages could last for weeks.
After almost 20 years, America's longest war came to an end today with the final flight out of Afghanistan. More than 2,400 U.S. service members and civilians were killed during the war.
Sadly, that includes 13 U.S. service members who were killed last week by an ISIS-K suicide bomber.
Roseville's own Sergeant Nicole G. was one of the 13 service members killed. She graduated from Oakmont High School in 2016 and enlisted in the Marines a year later. Her sister now talking to ABC 10.
She absolutely loved every single second that she was there.
We are learning a Folsom Marine 23-year-old Sergeant Tyler Andrews was also injured in the attack. Yellow ribbons are now being placed outside the high school and all across town as a show of support.
The government says there are more children in America hospitalized with COVID-19 than at any other point in the pandemic. Just last week, there were nearly 204,000 new cases reported of sick children, the second highest week on record.
Nurses are feeling frustrated.
Growing concerns about a nationwide nursing shortage, with some refusing to no longer do the job unless they're provided the proper protective equipment.
A bit of good news in the coronavirus pandemic. California health officials tell CNN the number of new COVID-19 infections reported statewide appears to be leveling off following a surge in cases and hospitalizations because of the Delta variant.
A sad update now. Tuolumne County deputies tell us they've discovered human remains in the fire zone of the Washington fire. You may remember it started late last week and even knocked out power to parts of Sonora for a time due to damaged power lines.
Plus, with fires raging across the state, the U.S. Forest Service closing all of California's national forests for 2 weeks. The park closure could extend through at least September 17th.
And don't we all need this right about now? The TSA unveils this year's a winner for the cutest canine security dog. The award goes to Alana, a 4-year-old golden retriever.
And those are your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
This Labor Day, get $750 cash back on the adventurous RAV4.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
For the 2021 California recall election, all Californians will be able to vote safely from home. Every active registered voter will receive a vote-by-mail ballot with a unique barcode. You can track it using Where's My Ballot, and you'll receive automatic notifications by text, email, or voice call to let you know the status of your ballot once you mail it, drop it off at your polling place, or at a drop box. Vote-by-mail ballots. Simple, safe, secure, counted. Learn more at vote.ca.gov.
School employees are extraordinary people with unique financial needs.
At Schools First Federal Credit Union, we serve those needs. From high dividend savings accounts to help you save for the summer, to low interest auto loans with payment-free summers. From a low interest credit card with 1.5% cash back and interest-only summer payments to retirement plans that fit your journey. Because helping you thrive is our reason for being. Start at schoolsfirstfcu.org or your nearest branch.
Turns out, Mom was right. You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Your technician will show up on time in a clean service truck.
They'll be wearing a clean uniform and knock on your door with clean hands.
Background check, drug tested, and trustworthy to enter your home.
Shoe covers, drop cloths, and a thorough job site cleanup are all standard.
And of course, that $1 million friendly smile.
That's a great first impression.
Make this the summer you taught them what it means to serve. The summer of hauling happiness by the ton and bringing home hardware by the handful, where traditions were passed down on the tailgate. And the only thing more powerful than the feeling was the truck that took you to it. Make this the summer of Ram.
Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
Boost and Cricket charge more for unlimited 5G. Metro doesn't. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Just $25 a month gets you unlimited 5G and a free 5G smartphone. That's half the price for one line of unlimited 5G smartphone data. Plus a free Samsung Galaxy 5G when you switch and trade in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with 5G. Only at Metro.
This Labor Day, get $750 cash back on Highlander and Highlander Hybrid.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back in. Well, 3 days ago, poor air quality from the Caldor fire moved several high school games to a rare Monday night matchup, and one of them involved the top program in the area, the Folsom Bulldogs. Let's take you out to Folsom High School, and there you can see smoke from the Caldor fire looming not far away. This football game serving as a nice distraction for many in the Folsom area. The Bulldogs welcoming the Jesuit Marauders to town. Jesuit making their season debut, but Folsom quarterback Tyler Tremaine, he would spoil the night. The senior quarterback tossed 6 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Rico Flores Jr. And the Bulldogs defense absolutely making life tough for Jesuit. Folsom improves to 2-0, upending the Marauders 56-7. Paul Doherty and his Bulldogs will host Pittsburgh on Saturday, the third-rate team in the Bay Area. And over in Natomas, Grant facing Inderkum. Now get this, this is the first time that these two teams have ever met. Packed crowd out there tonight. This is all you need to see in the second quarter. Inderkum ball, Jaden Johnson back to pass, going deep. And like a good neighbor, Amani Presley is there. Inderkum sends the home crowd out happy. The Tigers defeat the Pacers 17-6. Inderkum moves to 2-0 on the season. And to the majors, Giants facing the Brewers at home. G-men can't muster up much offense in this one. Why is that? Well, Corbin Burns strikes out 9. Giants lose this one, but still hold a 1.5 lead in front of the Dodgers in the division. We're right back after this.
Gilmore Backyard, sponsored by Gilmore Heating and Air. You really do get more with Gilmore.
Bam! Look at that. Internet that doesn't miss a beat.
That's cute, but my internet streams to my ride.
Okay, chill. Because mine's so fast, no one can catch me.
Sweet, but my internet gives me unlimited wireless with 5G.
That's because you all have Xfinity.
Whoa.
Internet and wireless so good, it keeps one-upping itself.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, save up to $400 a year on wireless over AT&T when you add Xfinity Mobile. Switch today.
Day through September 9th. Play to win a deluxe 26-foot vintage cruiser RV trailer and RV park spot for a year. RV me. And stop in every Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. to win another $2,500 cash. On September 9th, adventure awaits you in a new RV. Only at Black Oak Casino Resort. RV me.
Learn more ways to use water efficiently at bewatersmart.info. Sponsored by Regional Water Authority.
Here's another Be Water Smart tip, especially with these dry conditions we've seen recently and the heat. This is a really easy one. Skip a watering day once a week. Instead of watering 3 days, try 2. Now, during drought conditions, it's really important to remember to keep watering trees.
Sponsored by Regional Water Authority.
If there's ever a summer to get away, this is it. And the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is here to make it happen. Secure your deal and head to your Hyundai dealer today, where new vehicles are arriving daily, and get away with summer-only savings on all models. This is your summer to get away with it all. Hey, it's your journey. Own it. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the Elantra or Sonata, or get up to $1,500 in bonus cash. See your Sacramento area Hyundai dealer.
Gavin Newsom is protecting California, requiring vaccination for health workers and school employees. The top Republican candidate, he peddled deadly conspiracy theories and would eliminate vaccine mandates on day 1, threatening school closures and our recovery. Stop the spread. Return your ballot or vote in person by September 14th. Protect California by voting no on the Republican recall.
Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
And we're taking a look at what the scene is at Sierra at Tahoe. Really hard to see some of those flames just off in the distance there. Of course, we continue to track our red flag warning as well, continuing now until Wednesday.
Oh, and we are definitely saying prayers for everyone in the South Lake Tahoe area, especially our firefighters working so hard right now, Chris.
We cannot thank you enough for all the hard work that you're doing. We also thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Good night.
Closed captioning sponsored by Bell Brothers, your hometown experts in plumbing, windows, heating, and air.
Newsom opposes charter schools and school choice. What's worse, while he shut down public schools for more than a year, he continues sending his own kids to in-person private schools. I'm Larry Elder.
Recall Newsom. Elect Elder.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
This Labor Day, get up to $1,000 cash back on Corolla.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
You just want to meet your new niece.
Here she is.
But if slow upload speeds were to freeze your face and you accidentally snub a newborn,
Nothing is ever good enough for you.
just remember, you're not a bad sister.
This is gonna be a problem.
You just need better internet.
Get AT&T Fiber for a faster internet experience with 25 times faster upload speeds than cable. And now it's available in more homes. Check your address at att.com/25 times faster. Limited availability in select areas.
Men, are you struggling with erectile dysfunction? Well, you may not have to take pills any longer. There's now a breakthrough technology that can eliminate ED. I'm joined now by Andrew to tell us all about it.
Nisha, we use the most advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, which is shown to open up blood vessels and improve circulation. We've helped so many couples restore normal intimacy without the pills.
Andrew, what kinds of clinical studies have been performed on your technology?
There are over 45 clinical studies. Even Cambridge University showed our treatments to be effective. One study called it the new standard of care for erectile dysfunction.
If you or your man are struggling with erectile dysfunction and want to turn back the clock in the bedroom, take advantage of this special offer and get your love life back.
Put a stop to your erectile dysfunction. Call Coastside Medical Clinic. You'll get the initial assessment and blood flow ultrasound free, and a special gift proven to produce powerful results in the bedroom. A $650 value free to those that call right now. 916-603-2000.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Get a great deal on the legendary Tacoma or powerful Tundra.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Newsom shut tiny stores but kept big chains open. His rich donors made billions. High taxes, cost of living, and growing violent crime. Poor schools are driving out the middle class. I'm Larry Elder.
Recall Newsom. Elect Elder.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live with guest host Julie Bowen. Tonight, Minnie Driver, Jacob Elordi, and music from Ash. And now, Julie Bowen.
Thank you so much. I'm obviously not Jimmy